That was a fun game.
That was a fun one.
Okay. Well,
I don't really like this mod
games,
pack as
everybody.
much as the other one.
I appreciate it.
Personally.
mm-hmm.
But we can vote for it.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think the other ones are more fun, personally.
I'll play whatever one you guys want to
'Cause
play.
Can I
seems
ask,
like there's a
out of
lot
curiosity, can I
happening.
ask why?
Yeah, because like sometimes less is more.
I mean, I could just disable
I
stuff.
think less is more. Well, 5 of. I think we should just let everyone vote. Like, everyone can.
Like
have
everyone has a
say.
role all the time.
Instead of you, yeah. I feel like we can just vote for it, right?
Yeah.
No.
I don't think this is not fun though. You know what I'm saying? I just think that.
I think it's fun to try it and stuff, but like the other one, I feel like everyone's having a really good time and learning and getting like we're progressing together, and suddenly this is just thrown at us. That's how I feel.
That's fair.
Yeah.
I feel like it was like progressing, and then every time it started getting a little stale, we add more, and then everyone is like on the same pace at the same time. Whereas this one, I was just confused. Like I was tapped out trying to read the role, trying to figure out my role, giving away my role, getting murdered because like there's no way to play it, and yeah.
Koji,
but-
what did you think?
I'll just ask in the Twitter thing, and then
Koji.
everyone can.
Yeah, for sorry, I was deafened for a second.
This is a lot all at once, and like the spreadsheet doesn't say shit. Like I didn't know what the fuck my role did most of the time, and I didn't know how to do any of the things, and I don't know. It kind of it felt like a different game for me. Anyway, like I said, we can ask what everyone thinks, and then decide that way.
Was that LG?
I believe
Yeah, I
so.
think everyone wants
Yeah.
to LG it.
Yeah.
Sean's gotta go.
Yeah.
Alrighty. Well, I give it a try. Unlucky. I don't know. I don't think it's like that complicated. Like the only thing that's new is like sure we added bomber, right? Like but that was the neutral killer because people asked for it because the games were too slow. People were I don't understand the criticism. It does need a lot more info on the Google Doc. I was told to add more roles because people were sad they were getting crewmate, and now people are saying there's too much going on and that less is more. And I'm just confused by that. But like, this you can literally just pick any of the imposter roles that you know. We all know Miner. Shade is just Swooper with like a little bit more info. Wraith nobody got. Undertaker we all know. Cultist is just vanilla imposters that can communicate. Bounty Hunter we all know. Jester we all know. Romantic's really easy. Arsonist we all know. Vigilante we all know. Mayor we all know. Like, we only added a few new ones. Investigators on Town of Us. This is just Medic. Swapper we all know. Admin is just checking, it's like admin is checking admin. Medic is checking vitals. Tracker is new, but its name is Tracker. And you track people. Trapper, you trap people. Jailer and Detective are confusing. I only introduced this one like this because it's things that we already knew, and the new things that are added, besides like very obvious of like admin checks admin, is like Tracker, Jailer, Trapper, Detective, which I guess that is fair, but I only added Jailer later into it, and I added Detective more into it, and I added Vichy more into it, and then I added Bomber more into it. I've had graphic problems? Yeah, she said that her firmware was stuttering. I don't know how to fix that though, sadly. Unlucky. Well, I need to figure out what do I want to do next. You should just join more Stellar Roles lobby. I mean, I don't want to play Among Us too much. Like twice a week is max for me, I'd say. I just know that I absolutely wholeheartedly despise the other mod pack with all of my being. For instance, Hafu was an investigator and didn't know it came up in the chat box. Oh no, I agree with that. I think Detective is confusing. I just wanted like an interesting role added. Why do you despise it? You go into the first meeting and there's 3 kills guaranteed every meeting.
I understand where 5up is coming from, but I think it's not an issue to do with the mod. Instead, it's to do with the lobby settings. If you have a neutral killer enabled, be that the glitch or Juggernaut in Town of Us, or in this mod pack, let's say the bomber, in both situations, there is a possibility that all 3 killers, the 2 imposters and the neutral killer, all choose to kill someone round 1 or round 2. And so you have 3 dead bodies. I don't see how the mod pack itself makes a difference. It's the settings that do.
You get imposter half the time. A glitch has killed the imposter in the first round.
I get what 5up's saying. It sucks to have an imposter die before the first meeting. The problem is, it can happen in both mods. In both mods, you can get randomly round 1 sheriffed, like Koji does in this exact mod pack, Stellar Rolls.
Appreciate it. This is my first time imposter in like 3 weeks. Let's go. I got Undertaker. Oh my god.
You suck.
Oh my fucking god.
And in both mods, you can get killed randomly as an imposter by the third-party killer. Like, what's stopping you from getting offloaded a bomb by some random player who will kill you round 1? You know, that can happen just as likely as getting killed by a glitch.
You make it to endgame. Oh, there's a jester and an executioner alive. What are you gonna do? Yes, kind of nothing. You don't have options.
I sort of agree with 5up here. I hate it when there's both an executioner and jester in the same endgame meeting. Like, what are you supposed to do? But the thing is, you can achieve that outcome of only ever having 1 in both mod packs. In Stellar Rolls, it's by default, but in Town of Us, you just simply go into settings and change the maximum number of non-killing neutrals to 1. That way, you can never have an executioner and jester in the same game. In other words, if the lobby host wants that, they can achieve it in both mod packs.
Oh, you have an assassin? Both imposters can't guess. You're not the assassin? Unlucky, you lose.
This statement's actually incorrect because Town of Us was actually the first mod pack to have assassin as a modifier and allow both imposters to assassinate, as opposed to the other mod pack, Stellar Rolls, enabling this functionality a little bit later. To enable both imposters to have assassin ability, it's very simple. Just turn it up from 1 to 2. It's also fully customizable. You can change the number of total assassin kills they have, whether or not they can guess multiple times in meeting, what sort of roles they can guess. Just, there's so many choices. You can even allow them to guess other imposter roles if you want to use that for advanced strats, as well as being able to guess modifiers. And then again, if you don't like them, you can just turn it off.
Arsonist? Yeah, that's the neutral killing role.
So the traditional arsonist from 2021, where you basically douse everyone and ignite them at the end, that doesn't exist in Town of Us anymore. So if you're one of the few people that really enjoys that role, I guess you can only play that in Stellar Rolls.
Juggernaut? Oh, you are imposters and you have the assassination role and you think they're glitch. Oh, they're a Juggernaut. That's like a 10% chance, but there's no way of knowing. Unlucky.
So there are some ways to figure out if there's a glitch involved. For example, if someone reports being hacked, or if there is strong suspicion of a morphling, but none of the imposters are a morphling, that could give some indication. In Town of Us, there's actually the option to give the glitch the neutral assassin ability, which is pretty cool. But assuming that you don't do that, I think it's unfair for an imposter to be able to take a 100% correct guess on a glitch that they caught using the imposter vision killing. So yes, that 10% protection isn't great, and most people still go for it, but at least it makes the imposter second guess. I don't think it should be a sure thing to guess the neutral killer. These are the modded stats from the last 30 weeks of the Morning Lobby reunion, and you can see imposters win over 1/3 of the time, whereas the glitch only wins just over 8% of the time. So I don't really think we should be buffing imposters to allow them to destroy the glitch or the Juggernaut even more. We've only had 1 Juggernaut win, and that was Kara a couple of weeks ago. If you know for certain someone is either the glitch or Juggernaut, yeah, I'm glad that you have to second guess whether you assassinate them or not. Instead, why don't you use that information and carefully construct a story to get them voted out? Isn't that the social deduction aspect that 5up loves so much? Even if that's not good enough, Donez has listened to people's complaints and actually has an option to disable Juggernaut altogether. It's been there since November last year. So to summarize, out of the 6 points 5up mentions when asked why he despises Town of Us, I think 5 of them can be easily fixed through settings. So if you don't want 3 kills per meeting, disable neutral killers, disable first round sheriffs. If you don't like the glitch killing imposter the first round, well, put some house rules or disable it. If you don't want an XC and Jester alive at the same time, the settings allow you to do that. You can have both imposters have their assassin ability, and you can turn off Juggernaut. The only thing that's different is Town of Us doesn't have the traditional arsonist role, which I think is a very lame role. I like the rework one much better.
I think this gives us like so much more options. And I think it also incentivizes people to do tasks. Like, I think these imposter roles are... Yeah, I think they just aren't used to it, but I don't know. I'll be honest, chat, I am pretty sure it's not gonna stick. I'm pretty sure this was the only day we had it. What? I had fun today. I had a lot more fun in this one this.
Please don't get me wrong, Stellar Roles is a great and fun mod. I love so many aspects, like the fact that a lot of crew roles, they need their tasks done to unlock their abilities, and there's this cool waiting area, this banner, these staircases.
I feel like it was like progressing.
Wait.
And then every time it started getting a little
You
slow, we
actually
add
go
more.
up and down
And add more.
between
And
these
then
rooms.
everyone is like,
I don't
on
even
the
know why
same
that's impressive, because this
pace.
has happened in game design since like the fucking 80s, but I'm impressed that in Among Us you actually like go up and down the stairs. Bro, that's like the coolest thing that's happened today. That's actually the coolest moment of today. Holy fuck. Holy shit. Holy fuck.
And this extra loading space that you can walk around. I also love the fact that you can zoom out on it. Those are awesome features. I think the crux of it is there are a lot of settings that 5UP doesn't like. For example, the veteran transporter, having Xe and Jester both alive, that are not even possible in Stellar Roles, but they are an optional setting in Town of Us. And because the person in charge of the settings doesn't have it the way he likes it, he doesn't like the mod as a result. I think if 5UP actually had control, hopefully one day, of the lobby settings, he could tailor it to suit him 98% of the way. I really do believe so. And he will find that a lot of issues he has with the mod is basically not with the mod pack itself, but with the settings used in Town of Us.
Is there any way to cast an audience? No, it'll be decided between the streamers probably. Even if others aren't finding problems with Town of Us, I don't know why we wouldn't change. Like, if the incentive is to like increase the amount of stuff we can do, then slowly add more stuff. This just gives us more options with like imposter stuff, and it's more balanced.
I think it's not possible to say either mod pack is unbalanced because, especially with Town of Us, there are so many settings you can use. And moreover, we've been using it for over a year now to host regular fortnightly and sometimes weekly Bait Rivals tournaments. Did we have to change the settings multiple times to balance it? Yeah, of course we did. We had to change the point settings as well. We also had to change certain crew roles, for example, the investigator or the sheriff. We had to decide who it's fair to let the sheriff kill. Maybe it's not fair for them to kill the jester, but it's okay to kill the glitch, etc. These things are fully customizable, so I don't think certain roles are unbalanced in either mod. It's only the settings that you have enabled that you might determine as unbalanced, not the mod pack itself.
I just know if it's not played again next week, it won't be played because there's never going to be a way people are going to want to relearn.
It's not just a relearning process. I think it's also factoring people that didn't play this week. For example, Alan, Talia, Overly, Habom, all these semi-regular people that would want to play it. They'll be completely out of depth if the modern lobby played Stellar Roles in the future. And that's not a fault of Stellar Roles. It's just one of those situation things where they started their modded journey in Town of Us, and that's the one that all the regulars and the semi-regular guests are familiar with.
I think everyone is super indifferent. Too many strategies at once. The unfortunate part is we have Shade at 10%, yet Shade got like in more than half the games, which is just unlucky. Like, I don't know how Shade got picked that much. It was just a low RNG variant that happened. Adding 2 to 3 wolves once a week. I did that, right? If they have all the same, Shade is new, but it shouldn't have been rolled that much. Like, generally, it should have been like Morphling, Undertaker, Bounty Hunter, stuff like that. Because that's just the highest odds in Cultist, if you think of it like that. The only thing I added that's new that's like confusing is detective and trapper. The rest are very self-explanatory, I think.
I agree with 5UP. There's nothing revolutionary here, but the problem is the other players in the lobby weren't under that impression, namely Hafu, who got really confused. So even though you think one shouldn't be confused, the other people unfortunately did get confused.
Like even DK, I think DK wants it. Here's what I think DK kind of wants it to be a little bit more serious. Because even like I think he just genuinely wants to play the game of Among Us versus like casual messing around, like the role-playing thing. That's what like DK said, he didn't like that. It's just frustrating because they didn't want to listen to you explain the roles, and they're frustrating they don't know what's happening. Yeah, I mean, I don't know what to do about that. I literally said Shade goes invisible and it leaves a puddle of where they disappear, and Wraith runs quick and they can leave a lantern that leaves evidence, and everyone's like, I don't understand what you're saying. I don't think there's a fix. I think most people are indifferent, genuinely. I don't know. I hope they'll give it another chance. Steve is more weird, so like, yeah, I mean, he probably does like that because of the weird outfits. I don't know. I thought it was a fun day. I thought it was good, but this is gonna be like a classic scenario of like, my perspective on Town of Us was bad while the others are probably good. This could be like the reverse, where my perspective on this is good, but their perspectives are bad on this mod. So like, it can be completely fair in the reverse. Like from my point of view, I thought this was a good day. Maybe watch Hafu VOD and see where I went wrong. Koji saying he'd be down to play Among Us twice a week. I don't know how to... Here's my fear, chat. If I ask people to play Among Us, I think they will say no. Unless like I reach out to like not the morning lobby people. Or morning lobby plus friends. As yours is one of the best morning lobbies in a while from your perspective. I think from my perspective, yes. From my perspective, I think today was good. I don't know about from other people's perspective, so like I need to be cautious about that. Didn't you want to do a Minecraft lobby? Yeah, but I also like need that to be like semi-understandable, because like I know that's going to be pure chaos. Steve was kind of quiet today. He said he was tired. I think having some new people injected... I don't control invites. I don't control invites anymore. You not like the VR Among Us? No, it's very buggy, and I gave feedback to them, and it kind of just got discarded, tossed away. And I just don't think the devs know what they're doing. But, he was busy trolling his chat. It might be a scenario where I need to do my own stuff. And too many mods ruins that. If I had the choice, I would play vanilla Among Us, but everyone here is bored at playing crewmate, vanilla crewmate. They don't like the game Among Us anymore. They need more to do something. Can you not change settings on Town of Us to be more like this mod? I'll show you. Give me a second. I'll just show you what Town of Us is. Like, the complaint was they wanted a neutral killer added because the rounds take so long. Like, you're sitting there for a while if you're dead. But that's not a fault of the imposters. That's a fault of the crewmates not doing their tasks. Like, that's not anyone's fault, but everyone who's just not doing their tasks. All right. So let's see. I'm just gonna look at the roles. All right, detective. You click a person if they've killed in the past 10 seconds. It shows if they haven't. It shows green. If they've killed, it shows red. Don't know what the Haunter does. Investigator, same as the other mod pack. Mystic, I believe, is broken. It like tells you way too much information. Seer, pretty sure it's broken. Snitch, one of the worst roles for imposters. Anti-fun. Spy sees color on admin table. Tracker, I think it's a little bit different. Trapper, like Trapper. I think there's variations to it. I think everything here is like what the other mod pack is this one, but just toned down a lot and like new stuff. Yeah, so like Trapper, apparently very broken. Sheriff, Veteran's disgusting. Vigilante, same. Ultrist, can res. Medic, Engineer, Mayor like stores up votes. Mediums, I don't know what medium does. I think we decided it was broken. Swapper is, I don't like that role. Time Lord, broken. Transporter, very broken, but we play with it.
Transporter is super broken, but we still play with it? Well, I think the issue is the settings. You need to turn it off, not necessarily switch to a different mod pack.
Neutral, Amnesiac, broken role. Guardian Angel, not fun. Survivor, it's fun. Executioner, hate it. Jester's fine. Phantom, fine. Arsonist, in this mod pack, if you douse 3 people, you can kill them all at once. Plague Bearer, I think you just have to infect everybody. Glitch, sure, it's fine, but it just ends up killing like imposters a bunch. Werewolf, broken. Then there's Juggernaut, which is just like a random % chance to be in the game, which wherever you kill, it gets shorter. Broken. Imposter. These are the only options for imposter, which is like, I don't know what this does. Grenadier just flashes the screen. Morphling, morphs in someone else. Swooper, you go invisible. The other mod pack has like a more balanced version of it. Poisoner, broken. Traitor, don't remember what it does. Blackmailer silences. I don't think this role is good. I think it's funny, but it's bad. Janitor, sweeps. Miner, put Mind's down. Undertaker, you have that, right? Assassins, number of imposter assassins. I mean, we could do 2. But yeah, I think there's just better variety in the other one, and it's a bit more balanced. Have you played in Toast lobbies with Stellar Mod? No. This is the first time like a streamer group has played this mod pack. If that makes sense. This is the first time it's been shown to like them. I'd say talk to Hafu about it. I see a lot of people putting on blame on Hafu for sharing her opinion. Yeah, I mean, I don't think anyone should blame Hafu. I think it's just we probably have different interests right now. But yeah, that's about it for that. None of us updated successfully. Please restart. Huh? I need to decide. What do I want to do right now? I like playing Among Us. A lot of people just want to joke around. I think it's a mixture. Like, Hafu doesn't want to just joke around. She wants to play. DK, it seems like he wants to play. Kara and Z seem like they want to play. Janet seems like she wants to play. Also mess around. I don't like them not listening. That's what was bugging me. Valo? I'm down to do a little bit of Valo. I wanted to see if Vote was around, but he's not responding to me. I'm down for a little bit of Valo. Right now I'm D2. I'll make some friends in this game, this demonic game. This is an update. I think I think I'm just not the leader by any sense. I'm not even like, I'm not a leader anymore in the morning lobby. I'm not even like a substitute teacher. So if I'm speaking, it's not really like I need to listen to this.
No, I mean, this thing. Hello. Did you like it? I think I'm just gonna ask everyone what they thought.
I didn't like it that much. I got I was very confused half the time.
Me too. I was tapped out looking at this thing, and like
I was tapped out looking at the engineer role, and then I got upset, so I just gave up.
yeah.
Went to go get lunch. But it was kind of fun, but a little too much for the first day. Like there was too many roles.
That's the thing is like on the other one, it's like it's a lot of information all at once, and we're all learning, and then like a few people know, like 5 of them knows all the rules. Kara and Z, like people who have played a lot of Among Us know everything. It's just like when we invite a new person to the lobby and they don't play Among Us, and then you just leave them to the end. It's like I don't know. I just like the progression of the other thing because it's a group thing, right? So we're all like learning it together week by week, and then you catch people up when they miss a week. That's my problem with it. Not the problem with the mod, but just like we're all at different levels. It's gonna take a while, and then like it's not like the other pack wasn't good.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's like not being in on the joke. Exactly. It's like, okay, well, I don't know what's going on, but I'm trying, and I didn't even know how to guess. I tried to guess on the first time. I didn't even understand how to do that, which is fine. I mean, that's easy to pick up and stuff, but like, there's a lot of like intricacies like that that aren't explained. But I feel like when you're gonna do stuff like this, it should be introduced like a step at a time.
Yeah.
Which is why I think the progress. Yeah.
Let's go! Look at my last game. I was match MVP. I was team MVP, and I you won too. Yeah.
I really liked that mod pack. I was kind of I was in the camp where I actually really liked it, and I was kind of sad that like Hafu was kind of poo-pooing it a little bit.
Yeah, I didn't. It's not that. Well, we could play it. We could try it. I wish I had more. I wish they still put my hat in there, but there are so many costumes.
Yeah, well, I mean, maybe
there's so many.
It's not the other roles. Maybe you just have to ask Stell and the other developers if they can put our hats in there, because maybe they'll be more open to it.
I actually, because it's like it's similar to the other one. They probably was just not a good time to introduce it, honestly. For that, I think Hafu's like half right, and that's you gotta. The way we've been doing it is introducing like one role at a time, like 1 or 2 roles at a time, and this was like, it was new roles and changed roles and like different. Not only that, but like a different layout, different user interface for some of the roles, different names for roles, which is also confusing. Like. Yeah, I mean, I don't mind. Like, I like when there's a bunch of new chaotic shit. But, yeah, no, I totally understand.
Yeah. I got a poo pellets. Nimbus, thank you for giving us up to Cherry Delight. Thank you. I know all the mods are really confusing. I get confused too with all the mods. I'm gonna go. Well, actually, let me launch my Minecraft so you guys have something to look at.
Holy shit. I completely agree with Hafu's sentiment. I just don't really want to say anything because I feel like right now there's no point in saying anything. I feel like Hafu said it. I'm not against this mod pack in any way. And that's why I didn't really want to say anything, because my experience is tainted because I just had crew. And like the one time I got a good roll, I obviously died in like 2 seconds. I have a tainted perspective on the mods, so I don't know how I feel about it. But there's definitely way too many rolls, like way too many fucking rolls right now for like people like me and Hafu that have never played that shit. Like that's way too much. There's a lot of people in this lobby that play lots of lobbies and play with like 1 million rolls. But like, bro, it's too much for people that don't know how to do it. it's like, it's for me, that wasn't fun because I don't know what the fuck's happening. And even if I sat and listened and read that spreadsheet 20 times, I still wouldn't, because it's going to take like weeks to get to that point, or even months. Playing once a week, bro, that's going to take like months to get there. So yeah, I don't know. I actually agree with what DK said. I think that everyone was, or Hafu said it, everyone was having more fun on the other mod. But I don't know, because like more roles isn't a bad thing. As a viewer, it was just chaotic. Yeah, but maybe it's hard, because if you're a viewer that watches a stream with all those mods, like a lot of lobbies play like nearly every day a week. Like Junk's lobby, I think, play all the time, and they have like 100 fucking roles on. And like those lobbies, I know, the late night, like NA late night lobbies, they play like loads of roles. Yeah, I don't know. This is how I feel about installing Minecraft mods. I wouldn't have a clue what mod to ever pick if I didn't have a server made for me, I'm not gonna lie. Anyway, we're just gonna raid who's online. Let me just look for someone.
Fun person.
I'll play whatever.
What a dream that would
It
be.
seems like there's a lot happening.
Can I ask why?
Coffee cake is the perfect coffee accompaniment.
I can just disable
I think
stuff.
less is
It is perfect in its own way. My favorite, personally, my favorite coffee accompaniment is a plain donut, like an original donut. I forget what they're called. One without, it just has like, you know, the doughy donut that has nothing on it. That's my favorite. It's so simple.
learning.
No, not a cake donut.
We're progressing.
No, not a cake donut, you guys. That's too much. Old fashioned. Yeah.
I feel like it was like
Coincidentally, an old fashioned in drink
then
form
every
makes me
time it
throw
started
up.
Getting a little stale, we add more, and then everyone is like on the same pace at the same time.
Ooh, donut ranking time.